But now that I gotta reset up, because I was gonna record some PC shit today and record a face cam thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I ended up waking up around like 1:30. Because I was up till 6 playing Stellaris.
Nice.
God damn it. I will win against the Unbidden. I am fucking determined.
Watch,
Hit and run attacks.
watch you almost succeed, only for them to catch you out and massacre you.
Hashtag too spooky from the other dimension. Oh, fuck. Alright.
Hashtag.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast that I have not come to a name conclusion yet. Today I am joined by Cobalt, also known as Tech.
Nice to meet you.
And I am joined again by the infamous Chill Gorilla,
Hello.
also known as Peyton.
Can't prove that.
And you all know me, my name is Joe.
You can't prove that either.
Yes, I can.
Can you?
Yup.
I am not so certain.
Are you calling shenanigans?
Oh, I'm calling fucking all the shenanigans.
I think it's been
Super
called.
Troopers.
Where's the pistol?
Ever says shenanigans again, I'm gonna fucking pistol whip him.
Get him.
Hey, Farbo, what's your favorite restaurant with all the wacky shit on the wall?
In shenanigans?
Shenanigans? That's an old reference.
That's a classic.
That is a classic. I'm gonna call that guy a chicken fucker.
So you haven't named the podcast yet. You could always call it the Hellcast.
The Hellcast.
I mean, your name is
Isn't
Joe
that
the
his name?
Hellhound.
I was half tempted to call it something completely stupid, but then I saw someone call it that. Call their podcast that.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
is such a downside.
you call yourself Joe the Hellhound. Why not just call it the Hellcast?
Because I don't want Christians scared away from my channel.
Implying that's a bad thing.
It was implying that most of the viewership of mine probably isn't religiously oriented. I want to keep trying to bring in more people.
Nah.
Oh, fuck it. I'll hold up a vote. It's like, I had something that was like similar to Off Topic. I completely forgot what the hell it was. Oh yeah, Impromptu Cast. And then there's the Hellcast, which I thought about. And then there was like something else that was like fur related,
Oh,
but it
God.
sounded like a porno.
Jesus.
And I got that one from Jen, so I'm gonna probably put it up on Twitter to see which one I fucking see which name would get voted in.
Fucking Twitter.
Do it, man.
It would be so fucking bad.
It would be.
It's like me
I'm
naming my
all for
battle
Hellcat.
mechs.
Can Kodiak.
Speaking, yeah, Snuggles, my pink Kodiak. Okay, yeah. Speaking of battle mechs, what games have you guys been playing recently?
I myself I've been addicted to Persona 5. I've been playing it non-stop, back to back with Kingdom Hearts 2.5, Birth by Sleep.
Aren't they at like 2.8 or 2.9?
I've thought about getting 2.8, but I already have Dream Drop Distance. It's not worth it for the cutscenes.
Hmm.
Persona 5 is amazing though. That game just oozes style.
Like
From
the
every
thing is,
pore.
for me, I've never really gotten into Persona. Maybe it's the whole anime aspect of it. I've never been a big anime guy. But I like, from what I understand, who's the development studio? They like threaten people with takedowns and shit like that. They post up any spoilers.
Yeah, Atlas.
That's been happening either way.
They're like, we'll copyright strike you if you stream. You can't show the opening cutscene. You can't show anything past chapter 7, but you also can't show anything before chapter 7 either. So it's basically just don't stream the game, but everyone's been doing it anyway.
The fuck?
Don't like it.
It's like, we're so serious about this, we're gonna tell you to do this. But the funny thing is the developer can tell you to do that either way because we don't physically own the game. It's a fucking license we get to play it. That's the downside.
And it gets me because it's such a good game.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. If it wasn't very anime oriented, maybe I would get it. Now I sound like a hypocrite because I really want to play that fucking Gundam Spider thing that's coming out, but I'm also a big fan of robots.
Calling all spider riders.
I used to watch that show when I was a kid. Jesus.
Oh man, Peyton, what about you, man? What have you been playing recently?
I've been playing all sorts of shit. Total War, picked up Ark again for the first time in a couple months. Downloaded Eternal Crusade. It's not the greatest game, but I like the gameplay. The animations are solid. Orcs are unbalanced as shit.
Well, they're orcs.
I mean, like they're better than Space Marines. I don't get it. Like you don't get a headshot bonus for hitting them in the face with a bolt. And
because of the hit detection, you think, or is it literally how the game's designed?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's an oversight of some sort.
Mm.
And I tried the Dawn of War 3 beta.
How is that?
It's not. It's not great. If I'm honest.
Not great, as in like balance issues, or just like literally sad, not great.
Well, it's balance issues mostly. Like it's well optimized. It looks nice. It's got that Dawn of War feel to it. But at the same time, the Eldar and the Orcs seem once again better than the Space Marines. Like I don't know if these guys were just a lot better at the game than I was, but they outnumbered me and had better units than me without issue. Like they outnumbered me at the very beginning because their units were cheaper, and they seemed to outdamage my Space Marines, which again didn't make a lot of sense. But
you know, I heard the same issues. It's like they completely underpowered the Space Marines on purpose.
Yeah, like they don't feel like Space Marines. I may as well be playing Imperial Guard.
Now, do they allow you to play? Is there like a defense, offense, and support? Or are they all like in your face assault?
They kind of they kept back and then they attacked and.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the heroes and stuff like that. Because in Dawn of War 2, there was the fucking whatever the fuck mechanical guy.
Yeah, no. In this, you pick Orcs, Eldar, or Space Marines, and that's it. Then you can call in characters via
that sucks.
elite points, and you have to rack those up. Like, I wasn't even halfway to my Imperial Knight, and the Orc already had his Gorkanaut. And
well,
the Eldar.
Well, it's only a beta phase, so hopefully they tweak some things around then.
They've got. It releases in 6 days.
Well, nope, that's about the game.
Yeah, it's a glorified demo. Basically.
If we've learned anything from betas now that are like this close, it's like, oh hey, yeah, no, this is the demo. We're just calling it a beta.
Yeah, this is testing to see how people will take it.
It's like how Ghost Recon Wildlands did it. Here's the beta. Next week the game drops. I'm like,
it's not a beta. You're not testing anything.
That's a fucking demo.
You're testing the reaction.
I'd imagine all the bugs are gone.
No, like I'll wait for it to go on sale before I buy it. That's my verdict. Like the Space Marines are supposed to be great, but the Wraith Knight, despite having half the health of my Imperial Knight, fucking annihilated it. Like I don't know. Like the most useful thing I had was a fucking whirlwind. It just rained hell on their infantry. It was useless against anything else.
Now they're just showing the multiplayer. There's no aspects of the campaign or anything like that, is there?
No, they're not showing any of that yet. Campaign is about
because it's like because the one thing I actually have never said about an RTS before is I really enjoyed the campaign of the Dawn of War series.
Yeah, they were fun. I really liked Dawn of War 2. Well, yeah, Dawn of War 2 had my favorite campaign, honestly. Like, I liked all the unit customization and such.
I like that I didn't have to play as the Ultramarines.
Yeah, that too. Like,
I got to play as the Blood Ravens.
Yeah, I've been playing Eternal Crusade lately, and I play a Word Bearer, and I go out of my way to hunt down Ultramarines. Like, I will ignore Dark Angels and Blood Angels and everybody else if I can kill that Ultramarine.
Yeah.
I just it's ridiculous.
I've been playing an unhealthy amount of Mech Warrior Online again.
Yeah. that does happen.
It's that and Stellaris. Especially after the fucking Utopia DLC.
Utopia just completely revived it.
It did. It added so much more shit that was needed. And it changed up the interface, which I really liked. Mech Warrior Online, new battle mechs, new game mode. There's more players coming into the quick play, which it doesn't seem like it. It all depends on the time of day or time of week you're playing.
Yeah.
But overall, it's fun. The new game mode they introduced is, I don't know how to feel about it.
It's kind of weird. You can take out 90% of the enemy team, but if they've got a few guys smacking your goddamn base, that's it.
Yeah. But I mean, that could be said with any objective-based game mode. You try to figure something out and you just get fucked.
Yeah, I just find it really noticeable in
It is. It's super noticeable in I think it's called Incursion.
Yep.
Yeah. But no. They introduced a fucking industrial mech, which apparently, in a team setting, I shit on people with it.
The Roughneck, or?
The Roughneck, yeah. That, surprisingly, Tech, you're familiar with the Dark Age battle mechs, right?
Yes.
That's literally what the Roughneck was ripped from. It is a fucking industrial mech from the Dark Age setup.
Oh, dude, I want back in. I'm downloading it again tonight.
Dude, they're bringing back the Mad Cat Mark II.
I need back in.
What that is.
It's horrifying. You know how I play a Timberwolf?
Yeah.
Imagine a Timberwolf on steroids with jump jets.
Sounds absolutely devastating.
They're bringing back the Uziel, they're bringing back the Cougar, and they're bringing back the Annihilator. And they're also bringing in light and heavy Gauss, light heavy PPCs, and snub PPCs. Now, snub-nosed PPCs are what you use to brawl. They have a very short range and have no damage drop-off.
I just enjoy my mediums.
Yep. No, it's going to be interesting because they're going to start bringing in more of the mechs you recognize from, say, Mech Warrior 4 and that kind of stuff, because it is now in that time frame. They just got out of they're just now getting out of the clan war into the other war that is the goddamn inner sphere. Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm just now getting into Mech Warrior. I don't know the lore. I don't really care about the lore. I just enjoy the gameplay. It's solid.
Well, here's something interesting about PGI. They're actually developing the game's tech trees by the actual timeline of BattleTech. Like, we started in maybe the 3rd or 4th Succession War, and then we went into the clan invasion.
Okay.
And then straight into the full-blown clan war, and then now we're going into the Vedcom Civil War. And they follow and make mechs based off that timeline. So I want my fucking Thanatos.
All I know is that the Steiner Scout Lance is painful.
Yeah, that was bullshit. We fought 2 lances of assault.
And we fucking came out on top. That was amazing.
It was.
I'll never forget how great that was.
I won't either. Speaking of seemingly great, that fucking vlogger Daddy of 5 took out half of his channel except for one video.
Really?
Yeah,
Christ.
the fallout from people. What was it that caused issues? I'm trying to remember the video that caused the issue.
It was the video. It was like all of the videos, but the video that really set everyone off. He like shoved the youngest child into like a bookshelf and like knocked all the books off.
Oh yeah, and he fucking busted his nose, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know, and then that caused concern. It started popping up. DeFranco reported on it, and then the shitstorm started from there. But it wasn't just DeFranco who reported on it. It was also like Scarce, and I believe Keemstar did too.
Didn't Keemstar have some bad publicity not long ago?
Keemstar's a cocksuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's all I have to say. I'm sorry, man, but when you openly like accuse someone of being a pedophile, you're immediately a cocksuck in my book.
I can't really argue that.
I'm sorry, because those kind of allegations can fuck somebody.
Yeah, they really.
Literally fuck somebody. Hell, in my opinion, that should be just as bad as accusing somebody as rape. That's my fucking opinion.
You're destroying their
Mine's
life
not that much different.
with accusations.
Like, and quite often they end up being false accusations, so it's just a total cock punch. It's like, wow.
It's a complete waste of fucking time that damages both reputations for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. There's no fucking reason.
Speaking of that damaging reputation with the whole issue of Daddy of 5, I mean, I've never liked prank/vlog YouTubers much, just because of the level of stupidity they go through.
Yeah.
What is your overall opinion? What are your guys' opinions on this? Because personally, on my side, I'm like, okay, I'm happy Daddy of 5 is getting this done and over with because of what that fucking kid went through.
Never watched the videos and whatnot, but based on what I've heard, yeah, I'm kind of glad that the guy's hopefully finished.
Yeah, they were being investigated by CPS, and they said CPS didn't find anything, but then they came out and was like, we didn't even investigate you yet, so...
Yeah, and to mention, people have went through and downloaded his entire video archive before he took them down.
Exactly. So what I'm hoping is they'll still see those videos and investigation on them, because even in their most recent video, after they got all of the like shit handled, they went to Disney World and then decided that that kid specifically wasn't going, for a reason that they lied for as well. So,
you know, as we were all victims, like, I'm not sure about you, Peyton, but to a degree, we have been all victims of that bullshit.
No, I'm pretty clear of it.
And to put it this way, I'm more worried for that kid now than I was when he was doing the videos. Because I know that fallout on him is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
They're gonna focus all of that blame on him, like it's his fault.
In reality, it's fucking not. I mean, it's just like, I know how that blame game works. One little thing goes wrong in their life and they're just gonna shit on that kid. But hopefully he manages to come out on top and become stronger from this. And I also want to see a video of punching one of his brothers in the mouth, because they fucking deserve it.
Punch all the brothers in the mouth.
Because it's like, me and my brother used to be at each other's throat. It's like, I was always picked on by him, and then there's like, we had this moment when we were up in Oregon, and I just beat the shit out of him. I mean, my mom didn't step in. She's like, yeah, go at it. He's an asshole. Do it.
Jesus.
But I mean, it was like, we both came out better for it. That's the thing. No, I mean, I know there's some people out there going, you shouldn't let your kids do that. I'm like, sometimes when they're boys, it's good to have both of them swinging back.
Yeah. Like, my brother one of my brothers is an asshole. Like, he would, like, attack his girlfriend and whatnot. So my other brother and I would step in. The amount of times we got pulled apart because we were beating the shit out of each other was ridiculous. It's like, just let it happen. He needs an ass kicking.
Yeah, but I guess that's also how we're raised, though.
Yeah.
Don't fucking take bullshit. It's like, Tech, you remember the time I got suspended from North because I kicked the shit out of the guy beating on his girlfriend?
Oh my god, that day pissed me off. Dude. That they even tried to rationalize that with.
You know, I got a call from my house and they said, thank you for raising a good kid. I was so pissed. My dad was pissed. Hell, I didn't get punished. I got pizza that night.
Fuck yeah, pizza.
Yeah, I remember this time this kid was bullying my sister in school. I beat the shit out of that kid, and the school was like, we're gonna send him home, and he's gonna be suspended for a while. I hope you're gonna discipline him real good. Yeah, totally. I went home and we played Kingdom Hearts and ate cake. I was happy.
You're like, I could feel the diabetes building.
I got a pat on my back and a Mickey Mouse on my screen. I was happy.
Dude, you know what bothers me about those kind of scenarios, though, when it comes to defending yourself or defending another person? I mean, don't get me wrong, if they want to suspend me, suspend me. It's not my fucking fault. I still did fantastic in school either way. But it's just this whole mentality of let it go over. When I'm like, if you let some of, like, I rationalize it in this way. If you let some of this shit slide, you're setting up someone for failure. Discipline is needed to a degree.
Can't argue that.
That or having no holds bar fighting between siblings is also needed. God knows when you have brothers, it's needed.
Yeah, especially when some brothers are total assholes.
I know, right? It's like you're sitting there, it's like, sometimes you could be nice to your siblings. It's like, I tell them, if you want me to treat you with respect, treat me with respect. You want something from me, work for me. And that's how it went. And then it's like, when it comes to me and my brother, yeah, we'll fight. We're boys. It happens. Will we laugh about it later? Yes. Will we realize how stupid it was later? Yeah, after our moms yelled at us for about an hour.
You fought over what?
It's not my fault he took the last condom.
Whoa.
What, that's something to get into a fight over.
Why are you sharing condoms is my question.
Because when you split money on a box, it's a lot easier to hide it.
I guess. I don't know, man.
I'm beating the shit out of my cousin for stealing the controller from me from playing Grand Theft Auto, but...
Dude, I've 8 controller for beating my brother in fucking multiplayer matches.
God.
I remember one time we were playing Halo 3 and I kicked my brother's ass, and the next thing I remember is eating plastic. Brotherly stories, right? I mean, it's so full of love, it's like a Hallmark card. Makes you want to puke.
God.
Dude, we flooded the house one time playing backyard wrestling in the basement.
What?
How'd you flood the house?
We were jumping off of the stairs like they were the turnbuckles and swinging off of pipes in the house to land on each other. So jumped too far, and I grabbed the water pipe, and it just fucking snapped. And oh, boy, was my ass red. I'll just say that.
You did what? Pow!
There, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
But
I will be back.
Oh man, that's too funny. And your mom gets mad.
Oh my god, dude. She gets so angry. Since when she's angry, man.
When she's angry, she's angry. But hey, if it wasn't for our mothers, we wouldn't be the people who we are.
Yeah. I love my mom so much. She's a strong woman.
Dude. I think all of our mothers are strong women if they have to deal with our stupid shit.
Just thinking back on all the shit that I put my mom through, man.
Oh yeah. Some of it completely unnecessary.
Some might be an understatement for me, but you know, semantics.
Oh, I'm just saying that to be nice. Oh man. I can't help but laugh at it because it's like when we were at North High School, it was just the biggest clusterfuck of whatever the hell was going on. I mean, I was going through shit, you were going through shit, Matt was going through shit. I think the only one who was relatively stable was Slaughter. That or Justice. It's like, it's funny, I'm saying these names and like, no one's gonna realize who the fuck we're talking about.
Talking to the audience like we're talking to other people that went to school with us.
Oh yeah, that's like the best way to do it. I will admit though, North will probably be the best memories I have. Like, another one of our friends recently posted up that shot from Channel 3 of the bomb scare over at North.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'm like, I remember that. Colonel didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were in the RO room, out of the RO room, and then the teachers got pissed because I looked up what was going on the news, on my news app. I'm like, oh hey, look, a bomb threat.
Don't sit and play your 3DS, but we're sitting in the middle of a field. What else am I gonna do?
I know, right? It's like, yeah, no, all this shit's going on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just plug in my headphones. Take out your headphones. I'm in the middle of a damn field. I'm gonna listen to music. Man, the way we talk about ourselves, we sound like complete fucking jackasses. Give off the thing at school, we were the kids who were like, oh yeah, hi teacher, fuck you teacher. But in reality, we had a lot of respect for our fucking teachers.
Oh man, I love Ms. Gerbic.
Ms. Gerbic was great.
Playing Gmod after I finished before everyone, that was...
Oh man, I got a story. We were in the middle of class, right? And it was like right after a test, everyone was relaxing. I brought in my silver laptop and I had UT on it, but I forgot to plug my headphones into the microphone port. So I'm sitting there, I'm playing Capture the Flag, and I just fragged the shit out of someone, so the auto taunt comes up, die bitch, and you just hear it from like down the hall. And I'm getting scared, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And I just plug it in, and they're like, okay. I just got stairs.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Nostalgia Time with Joe the Hellhound and Cobalt.
time to talk about how you were a jackass to your parents.
Oh, when's Peyton? He's like 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oh, speaking of classic Unreal, we have Quake coming back with a vengeance now.
Dude, I'm so hyped for Quake Champions. So hyped.
You know, the only issue I've heard about it is that some of the champion, I'm just gonna call them gladiators, it's easier. Some of the gladiator abilities just do not work with the speed they're trying to push.
Oh, what am I missing?
We're talking about, we went from being assholes to talking about the Quake and UT stuff.
What up?
Yeah.
And you might have a bit of a hand in this, how the champion/gladiators and their abilities. It's like, the thing is with Quake, it's not really champion like team build. It's, here you go, here's this game, here's a champion, yeah, he has some abilities. Now, it's not really gonna do much. Here's the rocket launcher, go frag your friend the best you can.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, yeah, they might get a speed boost or this or that, but beyond that, it's like, here's a rocket launcher. Have fun.
But here's the issues from what I'm understanding, is that the fact, especially when it comes to, like, say, Clutch, I think they said it was like Clutch and whoever the other big guy is, their abilities don't really, no, it was not the other big guy, it was Clutch and the phase chick.
Nyx?
Yeah, their abilities don't really work for it as much. They're the more hero-esque type compared to the more what Quake actually needs. Because it's like when you're playing as this giant scale guy, he has his charge, which works when you're sprinting and shit like that. Or not sprinting, but running, and it's like, oh hey, there's that guy, I'm gonna rush into combat, I'm gonna use the charge. It works for the Quake style of play. Because you're getting from point A to point B as fast as you fucking can. And then you have Slash, Anarchy, and all those other ones. All their movement just works with the Quake movement as compared to like Clutch and Nyx with Shadow Step and the shield and stuff like that. It kills the pacing of the game to a degree.
Her ability is really weird. She turns invisible and gains immunity to damage, but if she reforms, like being visible again, where someone's standing, she'll kill them. What?
Yeah, she telefrags somebody.
That's really weird.
I know what people wouldn't understand what telefrag is. It's basically when you teleport on somebody and you kill them. That's a telefrag.
They just say telefrag instead of ghost walk, because that's essentially what it is. I mean, doesn't even.
No, but I gotta admit, the one thing I really do like what Quake is doing, they're keeping like the older models of their guns, but just redoing them, making them look better. And they're not like saying Unreal Tournament and changing up how they fully look with each iteration.
Flat Cannon was
It's
the
like-
best.
The flat cannon design from UT Game of the Year was the best.
I only ever played Unreal Tournament 3, but I really loved using the flat cannon. Like, I would go out of my way to find it.
But it's interesting to see how this is going, because a lot of these older style of games are coming back. We have the Twitch shooters making a comeback. We have Doom, which I, like everyone, even me, I was expecting it to flop. It fucking took off.
I was
really
expecting
did.
And it still has a massive fucking following.
I haven't played the new Doom, actually.
It's beautiful.
Like, I've seen gameplay, I just haven't gotten around to playing it myself.
It is literally really fun to play. Straight up PvE carnage.
I love it.
Old style platformers are making a comeback too, with Ukulele and that new Sonic game that's coming out. Sonic Mania.
Fingers crossed that Santa game turns out good. They need a good title. They really need that good title.
I bet they're glad they bought Atlas because Persona 5 is printed money.
That is printing money. But that's interesting, though, to see how these older style of games are coming back. But at the same time, it's like, this can also bring out a new iteration of titles because it allows for more experimentation. It's not locking you, say, into one aspect of, like, our fucking cinema games we had forever. Mass Effect, Dragon Age. I believe Halo and COD got that way, too. And then also Gears fell into it, except Gears had more gameplay.
Gears was always great.
I finally got to watch Dom die. I didn't feel bad at all. I got tired of hearing about Maria.
Maria!
Yeah.
So did I, but I was still kind of...
Shadow the Hedgehog,
I wasn't sad about
man.
Dom dying, but I was sad about Marcus's reaction to that. Like, he was just destroyed.
Yeah, he was. It was a self-sacrifice thing. I would think of Marcus being more pissed than anything, but at the same time, he had to, you know, keep killing glowies.
I mean, he sounded and looked pissed off until Dom finally died, and then he was kind of shattered. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just, oh, dead. GG.
But no, it's interesting seeing these style of games come back, though. Because it's like, Wolfenstein, everyone was expecting to be a flop. Doom, everyone was expecting to be a flop. Quake, everyone's expecting to be a flop, but now everyone's clawing at trying to get into the closed beta because it's fucking fantastic.
Well, it's like,
I'm gonna boil it down and say this. Id knows what the hell they're doing, though. They know their fan base, and they know what to bring people back in.
good old id software.
Even though I did want to punch a bunch of little Halo fanboys, they're like, Doom guy's ripping off the Master Chief. I'm like,
What?
What?
See that spike pit? That's meant for you.
I like it. Never played Rage.
No, that
What
was an
Rage?
argument for a while, Tech, because of the fact it's like it's been a while since Doom's released, and they see it and they're like, oh my god, this guy's ripping off the Master Chief.
So,
And then everyone who was expecting it to be like Doom 3, like the sequel to Doom 3, I'm like, no, Doom 3 wasn't necessarily a Doom title. I'm like, you motherfuckers are dense, aren't you? Yeah, Doom 3 was fun, but it wasn't necessarily a Doom title.
how did
Oh,
Rage
like
fare?
Resident Evil 6.
Rage was like try to be a callback, but it was good, but it just didn't get the publicity it needed.
Oh,
It was one of those titles that got overshadowed.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And then now we have the reboot of Prey. So sadly we're not playing as a Native American man. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, we're an Asian man in space now.
We're an Asian man in space with a black alien virus. Which I'm just gonna dub Venom until I see red ones, and I'm gonna call him Carnage.
We're an Asian man by the Venom symbiote. Fantastic.
Oh. It's like it's a Marvel tie-in. It just cuts to like Earth, it just lands on Spider-Man. Slow motion, it's like, how could this happen to me?
Oh god. Nothing but regret.
No, I have no doubts that Prey's not going to turn out bad. I want to see how it does, because they're really trying some new shit with it. So hopefully it turns out as good as the other games did.
Yeah, you never know. It's worth watching.
Speaking of new things, we got Rick and Morty VR.
I've still not seen anything about that.
It is definitely something. Like, Rick makes a clone of Morty that's apparently just a head and hands.
Oh my god.
That's who you're playing as. You're playing as a clone of Morty.
Beautiful.
Get like fucking versions of Meeseeks you can fuck with and shit like that. And I gotta admit, I was really waiting for that game to come out just to watch the people play it. Because in no way do I have the money to have a VR headset, or do I have the computer to run a VR headset.
Got what I need to run it, I just don't really want to.
The list of features for this game is just amazing.
They had me sold at the plumpest I can fuck with.
Question your own self-worth. Smack Rick in the face. Real fake doors.
Real fake doors. I'm sold. It's a real fake door, Rick. It's a real fake door. No, but it looks like they pulled out all the stops for it. I mean, Rick and Morty has only gotten better now that they have a VR game. I hope it turns out well. It's like, right now VR is plateaued. So hopefully it gets more traction.
Speaking of Rick and Morty, when does, like, we got season 3 episode 1, but are we...
I think it's supposed to be, I think it's this summer, isn't it? That the full season's supposed to launch?
Is it? Why did they give us an episode so early?
They aired the first
Yeah, April
episode
Fools.
for April Fools, yeah. They aired the first episode.
Those dicks.
Well, they did that. They always do weird shit like that. It's like one time they streamed the entire Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie on like a small sub-corner of the TV screen.
Oh god.
That's also how they relaunched Toonami, which I was completely fucking happy about.
I don't even know what Toonami is.
It was the anime block on Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay.
And I just lost my voice for a second. Holy shit.
Damn. He really hit you hard again, huh?
How could this happen to me?
Hi, my name is Jim. I accidentally hit your car and somebody saw me, so I'm pretending to write down my details. Jim, P.S. Here's a spring roll. Holy shit. I'd be too busy laughing to get pissed off. Holy shit. Who leaves a fucking spring roll behind?
Yep.
God damn it.
No, but it's like, hopefully VR takes off, because I've seen some pretty good games come out for it. I think more developers need to give it a shot.
Maybe.
Because that is where gaming's gonna go. Whether we like it or not, it's gonna go that direction.
Hope it doesn't go that direction before my computer can handle it.
Dude, by the time it's that full direction, we'll be old and being like, remember Halo back in 2001? Shut up, Grandpa, you're old! Oh, why does no one love me?
Does anyone
We used to
remember
play a game
Drive
called
to
7
Survive?
Days to Die! Grandpa, they said you would die a month ago and you're still alive a year later.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab the PS4 and play some games. Grandpa, Sony went out of business 20 years ago. Give it up.
It's now known as the Game Sphere. Oh,
Nothing but bad jokes.
nothing but bad jokes and old references. We all gotta be proud of that. Our humor is shit and we love it.
Well, I talk to Tiny sometimes, and she doesn't get half of my jokes and references. I'm like, are you fucking serious? And then I realize, oh yeah, she's like 3 years younger than I am, so she'd have no fucking clue.
I cannot talk to any younger gamer because they have no idea what the fuck I'm on about. I'm like, yeah, man, I used to play Dynasty Warriors 5 a fuckload. It was great. There were other games before this?
Yeah, it used to be a 2D fighter. What?
Actually, I jumped in on Dynasty Warriors 4. First time I ever heard of it, I loved it. And I was so impressed when I broke 1,000 kills. And I played Dynasty Warriors 6, I think it was.
I have an unholy addiction to Dynasty Warriors Empires.
I haven't played it.
I have an unholy fucking obsession with it.
Yeah, like I almost broke 2,000 in Dynasty Warriors 6, and I was like, holy fuck, I didn't know this was possible. And then I realized that a month after Rome 2 came out, I had 1 million kills, and then I realized, shit, this isn't very impressive at all. I think it was about a month after.
Dude, at some point, I just started making crazy looking characters, and then prayed I didn't find them when I was going through a campaign.
Oh, your children in Empires are abominations, man. Oh.
It's like, I love you, Father! What have I created?
God. Yeah, okay, my Rome 2 achievements right here. 10,000 men in battle, 2 days after launch. 100,000 men in battle, 4 days after launch. 1 million men in battle, 1 month and 6 days after launch.
Oh.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is definitely one hell of a thing to feel great about.
I think in my most recent Rome 2 campaign, I actually beat it. I went through the whole thing, and I probably killed close to 1 million just in the one campaign.
Oh, hey, to rewind it a bit, Sony and Spider-Man. Spider-Man's gonna show up in the next 2 Avenger movies.
Oh,
Is he?
is he really?
Yeah, he's gonna show up in Infinity Wars 1 and Dose.
I don't mind that.
Oh, badass. I'm looking forward to that.
I was so fucking worried they would just, with all this recent shit, I was so worried they would cut him out. I'm like, don't do it, Sony. Don't fucking do it. I like this version of Parker. And Spidey. Don't fucking do it.
I like the kid. I didn't think I would, but I like the kid, honestly.
He was definitely something.
I'm a fucking Spider-Man fanatic.
Now, which version of Spidey is he? Is he Ultimate Spidey?
Of Ultimate and the regular universe. Because there's that chubby Asian kid that's his friend from the Ultimate Universe that's in there. But
Okay.
obviously he's not. So it couldn't be Ultimate Universe completely.
Yeah, because they're planning on having the Sinister Six. And I'm trying to figure out if they were in Ultimate or not. Actually, they've shown up in multiple Spidey universes, but I'm wondering age range. Because what I think is going to be funny is Parker's interactions with Stark. Because he was fanboying kind of hard, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. And then how he reveled in the thought that he got punched by Captain America. And to find out he was from Brooklyn.
You have a metal arm? That's fucking awesome, dude. Literally beating the shit out of each other and was like, can't get over the tech in his arm.
I just enjoyed it because they made him chatty, and I loved having my Spidey chatty.
Oh, you can't have a non-chatty
and
Spidey.
upbeat.
It just doesn't work.
I mean, I remember it's like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It's like the first one was decent. Green Goblin was the best part of that movie, in my opinion.
Oh, hands down. Willem Dafoe makes a great Green Goblin.
In fact, if they were to bring back the Green Goblin again, I want him in the Ultimate verse.
Needs
I want him in this.
Oh, without question.
Green Goblin.
It was a
So
bomb-ass version of Goblin.
Best Goblin. Then they got.
That was the thing with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, though. They had good fucking villains.
I wasn't a big fan of the Hobgoblin. That was what's his name?
Yeah, he wasn't the best, but there was other villains in that thing that were just good.
Can't remember the
Venom
guy's
should
fucking
have just
name,
not
Jesus.
been in the movie. In 3. Just
That is true. I didn't need emo Spidey.
Yeah.
Venom didn't make Venom didn't make Parker emo either.
No, it
Made him really fucking aggressive.
Yeah. Total tool. Oh, it was James Franco that was Hobgoblin. I wasn't a big fan of him. Sandman was good. Thomas Hayden Church was good.
Yeah, I was not counting. I wasn't counting Hobgoblin because of the fact that he was more of an anti-hero in that one than he was an actual villain.
It's pretty true.
Because it's like the main villain was Sandman, and then
Sandman didn't feel like much of a villain, honestly.
whoever the hell. Well, that was the thing with those Spider-Man movies, is that they made him relatable.
Yeah, I liked Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman. He really fit the role.
It's like you understand Defoe's character because he was trying to get something, and in order to do it, he tried to do it himself. It backfires, and then it's just one thing after the next for him. And then fucking Doc Ock was like, he was trying to do something right, it backfired, and then he was trying to fix it, and it backfired again.
Yeah. Accidentally kills himself. It's like, oh shit.
I like a villain that you can relate to, and because if you can't relate to the Venom, I can't English. Can't relate to the evildoer, then
I would also say that's where the MCU has been doing really good, because they show you the mechanics of how the villains are. I think the only person they're gonna have an issue doing that with is some of the like major universe villains that have just been bad to the bone, like goddamn Thanos,
Carnage.
Apocalypse, Carnage is, well, I understand Carnage to a degree.
Carnage is just insane. There's no real understanding him.
And it's like, I could sit down. I can't say Apocalypse because Fox owns Apocalypse.
Do they?
Yeah, they own X-Men.
Oh, those cocksuckers.
And they also own the Fantastic Four. That's why we're never going to see another good Fantastic Four movie.
That ship has sailed.
The last one was so bad.
It was...
Oh,
it had so much fucking potential, but it went sideways so fast.
If the trailers were the movie, it would have been a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Never even paid attention to the trailers.
Differently.
I saw the cast, I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Oh, no, but it's like...
There's only so much...
Go on. The only other villain I think they'll have an issue with is Galactus.
Galactus,
because after...
I mean, do you remember?
Because it's like
Galactus from Rise of the Silver Surfer or whatever. Like, he was just a fucking cloud. I was like, what the hell?
They didn't call that Galactus either, because I don't think they owned it.
I don't think they could call it Galactus. Yeah, because they didn't know.
They called him the Destroyer or something.
Another title of Galactus.
The Destroyer.
I mean, like, he was a cloud.
You know something funny about Galactus?
Hmm.
He appears to everyone as their own species. So for like when squirrels see Galactus, they see a giant fucking squirrel.
In like pink and blue armor.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
This was actually elaborated in the Squirrel Girl comics.
Oh my god.
She was the one thing that befriended Galactus.
Squirrel Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
You know she's getting her own series, right?
Is she?
Yeah. Squirrel Girl's getting her own fucking series.
Shot.
It's gonna be hilarious. I don't know how they're gonna fucking do it, but that series is not gonna be serious whatsoever.
She got a one-shot back in October where she defeated the entire Marvel Universe.
What?
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh my god. That is some next level bad. Jesus Christ.
Now, was she classified as a, what's it called, a human? Or was she a mutant?
I think she's a mutant. But she has incredible luck and she can talk to squirrels. And the thing about her is no one takes her seriously, even in the comic books. but she's never lost a fight. But still, no one takes her seriously.
Speaking of not taken seriously, fucking Baby Groot.
God.
Oh, fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And on top of that, we have fucking Thor Ragnarok coming out.
I enjoyed it.
Which I think might also bridge Planet Hulk.
I love Planet Hulk movies because I love
Planet
the
Hulk
comics.
is such an amazing storyline.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm watching the Ragnarok trailer, and it's like at that very end, it's like fucking Thor screaming, "Yes!" And everyone's looking at him. I know him from work.
I know him. He's a friend from work. It's like, what?
I'm like, this completely just changed the tone on a dime. I'm like, oh no. But the thing is, if Hulk's there, wasn't the reason why Hulk was there? They split him. It was either he was split or he fully took over Banner.
He went, the Hulk completely took over and just went on a rampage and defeated. He beat the shit out of the Thing from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, in the comics, he was sent away because he was a danger to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, he is a danger to everybody.
Yeah, but they actually put him in a spaceship and sent him the fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he broke out and caused the ship to crash on the planet, and it turns out the planet had the right rad level where it actually made him somewhat mortal.
And then he took control of the planet. GG.
Yeah.
And then he had children that can control the literal earth beneath whatever feet they touch. And any ground they touch, they can control it.
Oh god. Getting fucked by Hulk would be really small or the size of a tree.
Yeah, his wife was like a normal-sized human, too. Like, she was normal-sized humanoid. It's like, what the fuck?
How so?
Hulk had one kid I know of. It's Scar.
What was the joke from, what was it? I think it was the first Avengers or second one? Hide the Cucumber or something. Stark was like, quit playing Hide the Cucumber.
Oh god.
Fucking Tony.
Son of Hulk has long hair and it looks really weird. Scar.
Well, no. It's gonna be interesting because if they do go like the Planet Hulk roundabout, I wonder if they're gonna do Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Because he was, I think at some point in the comics, I believe he was the only other creature that can wield Mjolnir.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the only one for a while until Jane Foster came around.
Yeah. So I wonder if they're gonna make Beta Ray Bill show up. We're gonna have Horse Thor.
Oh, dude, Thor's comics are getting so good lately.
Of course. They gotta be good. It's like, you gotta bring in something. It's like, with the movies, they boosted comic sales for their core heroes. Cap, Iron Man, they both fucking took off once the MCU kicked off.
No shit, son. My one video has 30 views.
Be proud of that.
Yeah. First video. Terrible recording. Works out fine. Why not?
Then we have fucking, I mean, here's the interesting thing though. I wonder how this is gonna tie in with Infinity War. That's the question. Because the hammer's destroyed.
I would imagine it's happening. If it's happening alongside it, then whichever movie comes out first is the one that we're gonna see them send Hulk off in, because it's like the Avengers / Illuminati that sends him off. So. I'm also ready to see Hulk beat the shit out of Thor.
I want to see that again too. It's been alluded to so many times.
Yeah.
But the question is, can Thor do it without his hammer?
Probably. He is Thor.
Yeah, but most of his power came from the hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't his physical strength just him being Asgardian?
Most of it is, but his like unnatural abilities is like flight and shit like that came from him.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, he has super strength, but it's not as immense as it is when he has the hammer.
But I mean, we're gonna see. I think it's. Oh, fuck, what's her name? Is it Hell?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Hell. We're gonna see her take over Asgard. Fucking wicked ass headdress that she has. It's like a pitchfork on steroids, or some angry kid bent up a fork.
Rita Repulsa's rejected hats.
Rita Repulsa's rejected hats.
God.
God, speaking of which, that was another thing that came out, and surprisingly was good. And like, some people didn't like it, but some people did. The fucking Power Rangers movie.
Was it any good? Did you see it?
I did. It's like they got one aspect of it down, but to be honest, out of Power Rangers, I wanted more action. But then again, this is like a first movie, and I think they did get the budget clear for a second one. So I want more action in the second one. That, and I'm sitting here like they could have done SPD instead. That was one of my favorites. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of the original Power Rangers, but SPD is also very close to home for me. I'm sorry, there's only one series that did a mutant, that did the TMNT fucking crossover. Thank you.
Yeah, they did do a TMNT crossover, didn't they?
Yup, SPD had a Turtles crossover.
I don't even know what SPD is.
It's like Power Rangers Space Defense Force,
Oh.
or Space Defense Police, or something like that.
Yeah, I've never watched Power Rangers.
You had no childhood.
Just not one with Power Rangers.
Fill up that need for cheesy action, though.
Yeah, it was an influence of us thinking we can do karate. In fact, it's probably half the reasons why most of us did karate. Fucking Power Rangers, man. We all wanted to rock the fucking red and blue Ranger suit. No one liked the Green Ranger because he was a fucking traitor.
I have no idea what you're on about.
I'm sorry. No, that's pretty much it. It's like we have a list. We have Marvel block of movies coming out this summer. And then I don't think there's been any real notable movies announced. E3's around the corner too.
Oh man, I tried to get some public tickets, but that's too rich for my blood.
E3 is like, I want to go to E3. I really do, but I cannot afford that.
I don't want to be in a room filled with other sweaty nerds.
But your people call you.
I don't care. I do not answer the call.
Want to hang out with sweaty cosplaying nerds? I'll just go to the local Comic-Con, thank you.
Yeah,
Just go to a comic book store.
that too, actually. Who needs Comic-Con when everybody goes to the comic store dressed up?
Dude, it's definitely one thing I'm looking forward to is E3, just because I want to see what's coming out and who's making what. Because this past year's of games was pretty good.
Kind of pissed me off though because it was very PlayStation oriented.
PlayStation's having a year. They normally do.
It's shaping up.
It usually goes back and forth. It's like, the one thing Xbox has had going for it is the fact of its fucking backwards compatibility. Just doing so damn well.
That's true. Who the hell?
I literally went from like, what was it, 15 games for my Xbox One to now I have like 100 and something available.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the backwards compatibility. I'm like, cool. Really, really cool.
I played Halo Reach recently. Like, I went back and played on the 360 because I heard that it was just terrible on Xbox One. Like,
The multiplayer is terrible on the Xbox One.
well, I went back and played the campaign, and oh my god, the fucking frame rate was so bad.
Well, yeah, it was a 30 frame per second. It was a 30 frame per second game.
Oh no, like it would drop to 16 and shit, like lower than it actually hit the single digits once, but it was so bad. Like
Or maybe the game was never really that great to begin with, and we just look at it through beer goggles.
That's what I'm thinking, because I went back and played through the whole campaign, and the FPS drops so fucking often, and I'm just sitting there like, how did I never notice this?
Because we were looking through it through beer goggles.
Oh,
To be honest, the games I've been going back and playing through, I recently picked up Darksiders since it was one of the games for gold.
yeah.
And I gotta admit, I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm like, I was so pissed I probably didn't get it on the first time around.
Yeah.
Because I love that fucking dungeon crawly game on occasion.
Yeah, like I've got Darksiders on PC, the first and second. I've got the War Mastered edition of the first. Those games are fucking fun. Like,
They are. I was surprised. It's like, they even in my opinion, they hold up to today.
yeah,
they
they
do.
do. Like, I got stuck on a couple puzzles, and I got a little pissed off, but I figured them out and kept going. There was
Like,
this one with like,
It's just something about those type of games that I just really enjoy. It's like one of the reasons why I go back and play Dante's Inferno every now and again. I just enjoy that style of game.
Dante's Inferno is
Yeah.
great.
I sit there and stare at Dante's Inferno. I'm like, I want this, but once I complete it, what am I gonna do with it?
Play it again
Play it again.
on a higher difficulty.
Oh, dude, I was so pissed they didn't go through and make the second game. I was so pissed.
Yeah, they would have gone.
It would have gone Hell, Purgatorio, and then what the fuck, the Angelic Kingdom.
Paradise.
Yep.
Did you ever actually read the original Divine Comedy?
I have. It's a long read, but it's good.
Like, I only ever read the Inferno aspect, but holy fuck, reading in Old English is hellish.
That's why I don't want to do it again.
Like, I had to read it for school, and I was like, yeah, I love this, I'm following it, but at 6 a.m., reading through a paragraph, you're gonna read through that shit like 8 times and still not know what the fuck you just read. It was something else.
Well, I find it funny. It's like Bayonetta recently came to the PC,
Yeah, I saw that.
and so did a Halo Wars Definitive Edition also came to PC as well.
By far the better of the two.
By far the better looking and the better worked on of the two.
I never actually played and I never played Bayonetta 1 or 2. I just was never interested.
Well, I don't think we're never gonna see Bayonetta 2 because it's locked to
Yeah,
Nintendo.
that's
Yeah.
locked on Nintendo. But
I was so pissed that they didn't make that cross-platform.
the PS3 and Xbox 360 didn't do the first game any justice in the first place, though.
Neither did the Wii.
I loved the Wii when I was a kid because I was like, yeah, I could be active while playing games, but now I look back, it's like, fuck, that was terrible.
No, I was just upset because it's like, it really hurt that game franchise. Because so many people loved it, but then again, they also played it on PlayStation and Xbox. And they were not just gonna get a Wii to play Bayonetta.
No. It's not worth doing.
I had a Wii U already, and it was there. And the Wii U had no games, so
Was it actually a decent title?
yes, it's fantastic. The multiplayer is absolute trash, though.
Well, no
Absolute
shit, any
trash.
multiplayer when it comes to those style of games is garbage mostly.
Not garbage.
I mean, remember the fucking multiplayer for Brutal Legends? It's like, I really enjoy Brutal Legends, but damn, that multiplayer sucks.
Never played Brutal Legend.
It's good, pick it up.
Nah.
You got it for like $2 off Steam.
I don't know. Jack Black is a buff action hero. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It doesn't really focus on Jack Black though. It focuses on what's happening around the world. It's like Eddie Riggs isn't necessarily the main character, he's just the dude you're playing as.
Yeah, like going into it, just because you know Jack Black's in it, you'd assume it's gonna be like a Jack Black game, but it's not.
It's not like Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yeah.
If I was to throw shade at that.
God.
No, it's definitely worth it. Just listening to the old metal tracks and shit like that. And I mean, they even had some form of RTS combat system in it for like the major boss battles. That was even entertaining because it changed up enough where you're like, oh, this is cool. Is it really practical? Not necessarily, but it's fun. I mean, dude, you literally see musicians. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne was the dude who gave you upgrades.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, fuck, man. I'm like $1 short of picking up Overlord 2. I never played the second one. I played the first one. I always wanted to play the second one. I don't care if it's a 2009 game. The first game was amazing.
Dude, I go back and I find myself enjoying the older games more than I enjoy the newer titles.
Yeah.
Some older games are just amazing.
I mean, I go back and play Space Marine, Bayonetta, Brutal Legends, Darksiders. I mean, going back and playing like the first 2 Halos as well, like UT and Quake, is just fun.
They are.
They're unique.
In NES, not too long ago. SNES, I mean. Not too long ago.
For hours.
Oh, dude.
Oh, this might be
Man,
worth buying. I can afford 2 Sanctum 2 DLCs.
I just picked up Saints Row the Third for like $3 with all the DLC.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna play through that again. I'm gonna make my big titted boss. This sounds really, really real male fantasy, but I don't care. I love doing it to freak out my friends. It's like I'm playing Saints Row the Third. You're playing as a chick? Yep, and she has Nolan North's voice.
I will once again be right back.
Alright. Yeah, no, older titles, I mean, hell, even going back and playing Saints Row, holy shit.
Oh, dude. That game was so much fun. So much fun.
All of them are fun.
Getting
Even as I go back and play the 4th one.
Don't do that at kids'
No,
home.
it's
It's a video game, but you know.
I mean, I'm sitting there, I play Saints Row 1 through 4, I'm like, I really, really enjoy this. And it makes me upset. And it's like, it's trying to figure out where the fuck are they gonna go with this? But at the same time, they can backtrack and say the boss woke up from a bad acid trip. That's how that fucking game series works. Because they actively acknowledge it's a video game. Or they can even, like, have the boss, like, Duke Nukem it and say, man, this game was awful, just toss the controller. Who wrote this? Oh yeah, Pierce. That explains a lot.
They had a Ashley Birch DLC pack, which includes it's her and her brother.
And her grandfather.
Borderlands 2, and he wrote the game.
Yep.
And it's just like if you put those two like in your squad, all they do is just Ashley talking shit about her brother the entire time.
Oh yeah, it is fucking great. I just love it. I loved that entire game franchise just because it did not take itself seriously. I love the fact that it acknowledged that. Made things so much more enjoyable. Where everyone's trying to be like, oh yeah, super hardcore emotions, bro, fucking multiple endings. And I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and smack this guy with a dildo bat.
I'm gonna beat you to death with a dildo bat, and you can't do shit about it.
And I'm gonna do it with a pimp who has an auto-tune voice.
Out of a cannon, because I can.
Fucking mind control split. Oh, that game was great. I wonder what happened with that though. Why are they so focused on making like the most emotional storytelling game when what we really need is shit like Doom or like Saints Row again to just revitalize gaming. Just something that is really fun.
See, I can't get into Uncharted, and everyone just praises that series up and down. I just can't get into it. Run around in Zelda Breath of the Wild and just beat the shit out of a goblin with a stick and be satisfied for the day.
Yep. I have to say, don't get me wrong, there's been good titles. I mean, I would say the best of this past year for me had to be Andromeda, despite its issues, Wildlands, and that's pretty much it. Those are my 2 top games of the year.
I'd say my top two games of the year is Horizon Zero Dawn, because that game surprised the fuck out of me with how good it turned out to be. Because I didn't think it was going to be good at all. Horizon Zero Dawn, as well as Zelda, but that's just because if I could, I'd have a shrine to Zelda in my house. So.
True, you do have an addiction for Link.
Dude, May is gonna be Zelda month on the channel, and I'm gonna play through the entire series chronologically.
Now, did you bother going through that shit for Nintendo so you can monetize it?
Shoot me now. No, I'm just gonna shoot it out there and see what happens.
You may want to go through that just in case. Because they have been fucking aggressive about takedowns. Well, no, I've been trying to figure out what to do recently because I'm having an issue with content. Because, you know, I play a lot of... I play Doom, I play Mech, I play a variety of games, but my core games are Doom, Mech Warrior, and stuff like that. And I've recently had issues because the violence of Doom and that kind of crap with the whole YouTube ad-friendly shit. Oh, I'm so tired of it. I mean, my channel fucking took a hit. It's like I may only have like 60 subs, but even then, I apparently this wasn't put into effect for my channel. I don't need that 10,000 overall. But because of how the new systems work, it's like if I put the one wrong tag in, advertisements aren't showing up on my videos. And I think half of that has to do with them pulling out because it's like Johnson & Johnson and all those other ones. Those were like the B-roll ads that played on everyone's videos. And I'm sitting here and I have to make that fucking climb to $100 to start actually pulling money from YouTube to start putting it towards my advertising for YouTube and shit like that. That climb just like fucking got steeper. At this point, it's like Modern Warfare 2 with that ice pick scene. You know what I'm talking about.
Dude. I've been brainstorming like tons of ideas and like this will make for a great video, but not a great video series.
Like, here's another issue I have. I cannot for the life of me sit down to do a solo series. I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't know how to do it. It's like I have the setup. And I've done solo videos, but I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Just do it like you do anything else, just solo. I mean, I have issues with doing things solo because I am the opposite.
Trying to be entertaining while doing it solo.
Yeah.
I admit fully, I have the issue of when I get into a game, I try to be good.
I have the entertainment value of a wooden stick.
I have sarcasm. That's my entertainment.
I don't even use that in a solo thing. I'm just like, 3 words per minute. I just have no idea what to say. I'm like, I am not entertaining. I apologize.
Oh man, it would be so much easier if I had a dedicated group of people to fully record with. It would be so much fucking easier.
It would be, but you'd also miss out on a lot of different games, because a lot of games that are worth playing are single player.
That is true, but at the same time, it helps build your comedy style when you're working with people, and if you're able to bounce jokes off of each other, and you start getting more comfortable with it, and then you're like, oh hey, yeah, no penis, and then everyone laughs.
Just like Game Grumps level comedy.
Oh, I was thinking more Markiplier level of comedy.
Real.
Just say a dick joke and you're set.
It's both.
Real
really.
highbrow humor here.
God, top tier.
It's like from what I understand from most of the people who watch my stuff, they love my sarcasm.
Really? Well, I guess you gotta
Yeah.
love something.
It's like, I fully admit I'm never gonna be Markiplier, PewDiePie, or Jack. I started my channel because I watched Filthy Frank, and I'm like, if this idiot can make at least some form of dinero off of being a complete asshat, I can do something.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah. Now that I look back of it, I probably shouldn't say that Frank was my inspiration. Because it's like a fucking horrible thing. It's like, yeah, you know that, yeah, you guys thought PewDiePie was a Nazi? Have you ever seen Filthy Frank's content? I mean, no one can touch him because he's just, oh god.
Jesus.
But he is a good example of being able to make it. I mean, hell, he recently, I don't think it was recent, I think it was this past year, he released the new Pink album.
I don't know what that is.
It was, well, he's a musician,
Okay.
and he makes an album, and oh my god. It is by far the worst thing on the planet. But it's so fucking good at the same time.
So,
But yeah, outside the ramblings, we're at a hour and a half, so we're gonna wrap this up. Anyone have any little stories or something related to say before we wrap this?
no, not really.
No,
Gotta tell
If,
everybody to get good.
I've demonstrated how much of an asshole I was growing up enough. I think the people have had enough.
That's like the first half of the podcast.
Yeah, high school me was like the fucking emo angst lord fucker, but just without the stupid look. Yeah, that was.
See, it isn't a look; it's your face.
God. No, I didn't have the stupid ass hair or anything like that. I just kind of did what I do now. Just grow it out, donate it.
But yeah. Anyways, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. If you liked the podcast, hit that like button. I don't know how to say that shit.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe like a scrub. Scrubble!
Scrubble.
Scrubble!
Apparently, we need to find some scribbles.
Scrubbles. Gotta
Bitch,
scrubble.
slap that red button for me.
Bitch, slap that red button. But no. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. If you like the content, like and comment below.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And we will. Don't forget to scrabble.
Subscribe.
And we will see you guys later. Bye.
Farewell.
Yeah.